Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Jackson passes to Baines. Here's Portis. Good. And the Bulls lead by 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The kick out to Ilyasova. Down low. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Caldwell Pope.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Portis, the pass to Brooks. Gibson dishes to Snell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Saul comes in for Portis. Mirotic is checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Butler in for Kirk Hinrich.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
The drive by Brooks. Gasol. Rebounded by the Pistons. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. So they take the lead. Went right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. Just a great, great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
Outside Butler. Now the feed to Noah. Back to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Here's the screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. The 3 from Morris. Connects from downtown.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth. D.Rose, he's checked in for Aaron Brooks. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And stolen by Mirotic.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Oh, and the jam by Butler. And it's all knotted up.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Jackson. From deep, Ilyasova. Can't get the three to fall. Time expired. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And it's Chicago to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in the small forward spot. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Rose with some nice D.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg, does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high-pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Uncovered. Rebound by the Pistons. And now the Pistons fast break. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. That's a 2 from Butler. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. That's 12 points for Butler. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The drive by Jackson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Extreme confidence at the line. That's how you win closely.
Outside Rose. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen. Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. .104 left in overtime. Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. On the wing, Johnson. The 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And another shot. Buries it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Johnson outside. Rose again to Ilyasova. And Mirotic gets to Gasol. Rose goes in. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Chicago calls timeout. They trailed by 2. 12 seconds left in the first overtime. Outside Rose. Gasol screen. Rose goes in. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one on Johnson.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Now a timeout called by Detroit. What do you think, guys?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.